Hi Ray. So I've got a page open here, Flinders Ranges, and I've set it to mid-tier mobile to load this slowly. So I'll refresh the page now, and I'm going to simulate the page loading very slowly, which is good because it usually happens quite fast. What I'm about to talk about, was for anyone on a slow connection, but particularly on mobile, when people only have a couple of bars of reception, loading is going to be critical. And what I've found is that this here loads in fine, and this element here takes you waiting and waiting and waiting for this to finally come in. If I come down, you'll see that Instagram loads first, and then, I've even got these images now, and then this image is coming in, so even later. This image, ideally I would like to have before any other image, because this is the one that we're sort of hanging on. Now, if I go to GTmetrix, I've done a test on the website, and if I look at the waterfall chart, so I've got the HTML, and then I've got, so you can see here, Razorback, this is an image, that's an image. These are all the images. It's a couple of fonts, but these are all the images, particularly, well, all through there. They're all the images for the website. Then we've got these numbers here, and they're all the cached Instagram images. Now here we've got Sliders Revolution's JavaScript files. So you can see 3 of them there. So essentially, all the images are taking time to load, and they're not getting a chance to display, because they're still depending on this JavaScript to come into play. So I'm wondering if these Slider Revolution files, JavaScript files, could be put basically at the top. They're probably going to be render blocking, but I don't really mind. What's more important is that as soon as, because these images here, where is it? Okay, driving there. So Wapena Pound Aerial Dawn, that is the image at the top, and that is the first image. Like I've got jQuery there, auto optimize there. I do remember. So to finish what I was saying, if the JavaScript was up there, perhaps this would load much quicker as soon as the image basically was downloaded. So it would load first. So why is the Slider Revolution down there? Just so you're aware, if I go to Slider Revolution, start again. So if I go Slider Revolution, actually I'll go global settings first. And I'll just give you a quick tour of a few places where Slider Revolution has a few settings. So, no, it's gone to the wrong area. So we'll go back to global settings. Okay, so in here we've got insert JavaScript into footer, defer JavaScript loading. believe that those settings would help us. We wanted to activate as fast as possible. Load all JavaScript libraries. Enabling this will load all JavaScript libraries of Slider Revolution. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Enable markup. Anyway, so this is, I think all the other ones are irrelevant. So I don't think that the setting is there, but I just thought I'd show you that. If I go to Slider Revolution, and I just come into, so these are basically all the Slider Revolutions, and if I click a cog on any one of these Slider Revolutions, will go into the settings for that particular slider. Not for the, it's not global, it's just for this slider. But I'll show you where a few extra settings are buried within the actual slider itself. So on in here on the right hand side, we've got performance and SEO optimization. So lazy loading is off. I found lazy loading plugins, lazy loading in here. Lazy loading will just not work with Slider Revolution. So it's not really an option from what I can see. It's too problematic, does not work. It certainly restricts images. It just causes more problems than solutions, if you ask me, from my experience. So problem handlings in here, if I go to troubleshooting, so we've got jQuery no conflict mode, and I'm pretty sure I had to click that on to get it to work at one stage. Yeah, because I think from memory, Essential Grid, which is made by the same company that makes Slider Revolution, so Theme Punch, it uses similar files. So putting this into no conflict mode allows Essential Grid and Slider Revolution to both work together. So this one here, put JavaScript includes to body. Maybe turning that off would help. I don't know. I've got it on, so probably I needed that. So that's essentially, I think that's really it, I think, in terms of the JavaScript files. So as I said, these are relative only to this particular slider. So any scripting, I suppose, would need to be, or coding would need to be overriding this and more global. So yeah, so the goal is to have this image here load a lot faster. I think that may be the solution by bringing the JavaScript in much earlier. But I'll leave it over to you and rely on you to let me know how we're traveling with that, and if we can get this image loading earlier, that'd be great. So if you've got any questions, let me know, Ray. Great. Cheers. Bye.